Hey everyone, it's Midnight Spectre, and today we're going to talk a bit about toxic masculinity, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video. From movie scenes to billboards, from locker rooms to boardrooms, there's a certain image of manliness we've all seen, but at what cost? Defining toxic masculinity. First, let's get this one thing straight. When I say toxic masculinity, I'm not saying being a man or masculinity itself is bad. I'm talking about the societal norm that there's only one way to be a man. Strong, unemotional, dominant, often aggressive. I know from growing up in the Midwest to a traditional household that I was taught a lot of these lies. To not be afraid of things, to not cry, and to be aggressive. I hate that this lie is often peddled to young men as they're growing up because it's so damaging. Of course I'm going to be afraid of a giant insect flying towards me. I'm only like 5. And of course I'm going to cry when my favorite toy breaks or my favorite stuffed animal gets thrown out. At that point, it's my whole world. The dangers of toxic masculinity. Men are often told to man up or that boys don't cry. This emotional suppression can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. And furthermore, communication, empathy, and vulnerability, these are seen as weak, but without them, relationships can suffer. There's also a thin line between assertive and being aggressive. Toxic masculinity blurs that line, making violence an acceptable way to resolve conflicts. And I'm also sure that us boys growing up have also told to walk it off or rub some dirt in it. Well, that's a dangerous attitude when it comes to one's health. Men often avoid seeking help even though they need it. Countering the narrative. The good news? Things are changing. Men are rejecting these harmful stereotypes and kind of going back to my video on cringe culture, people are getting to the point where they're more comfortable with being themselves. I mean, there'll always be damaging characters such as Andrew Tate or Sam Hyde who will continue to push the toxic masculinity narrative, but I hope that one day these voices will get drowned out. From celebrities to everyday heroes, men are embracing more authentic, holistic sense of self. So, what can you do? Understand that masculinity is diverse. Embrace and celebrate different expressions of it. Gender is more of a spectrum than it is the actual hard standard, and I believe that we really should respect that. You can also challenge harmful stereotypes when you see them or hear them. Encourage men in your life to express themselves, seek help when they need it, and break free from these confining boxes. The future of masculinity is a bright, multifaceted, and most importantly, free from toxic constraints. Let's work together to make it a reality. So I hope everyone enjoyed this week's video, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video. See ya!